A young, beautiful woman was traveling across Europe. She was traveling by train, and this time decided to take the night train to go to Spain. She enters the train compartment and sees these three elderly men there. They each look at her long, but then they continue reading their books. After a while, the woman starts chatting to these men, and after a few minutes, the conversation was already very erotic. The young woman was desperate for some more cash, as she was running out, and said to the men, "If you all give me $1, I will show you my legs." They all looked at her and thought that she is so beautiful that they would be happy to see her legs, and so they all paid her $1. She slowly raises her dress and reveals her legs. She looks at the men, who are very excited, and then asks, "What about if you all give me $10, and I will show you my thighs as well?" Excited, all the men immediately gave her $10, and she continued lifting her dress. The men were really excited by this time and asked, "What more can you show us?" The woman thought for a while and finally said, "Well, if you all give me $50. She paused for a while and said, "I can show you where I had my willy removed." Leroy finished work on a Friday afternoon, and instead of heading straight home to his wife as he usually did, he decided to stay out for the entire weekend. He went hunting with his buddies, indulging in the camaraderie and the thrill of the outdoors, and ended up spending his entire paycheck on the adventure, completely forgetting his responsibilities at home. When he finally returned home late Sunday night, exhausted and perhaps a little sheepish, he was met with a furious wife. She relentlessly barraged him with a torrent of angry words for nearly 2 solid hours, scolding him for his careless and inconsiderate behavior, highlighting his irresponsibility and the financial strain his weekend escapade had caused. Exhausted from her lengthy tirade and the emotional outburst, the wife finally stopped nagging, her voice hoarse and her anger seemingly spent. She looked at Leroy, who was slumped on the couch, looking thoroughly chastened, and proposed a question, her tone still sharp but with a hint of sarcasm. "How would you like it if you didn't see me for 2 or 3 days?" Leroy, seizing what he perceived as an opportunity for a brief respite from his wife's anger, and perhaps misinterpreting her question entirely, grinned broadly and quickly replied, "That would be absolutely fine with me." Monday came and went, and Leroy didn't catch a glimpse of his wife anywhere in the house. Tuesday and Wednesday followed suit with no sign of her presence. Then on Thursday, the swelling around Leroy's eyes, a result of his wife's initial reaction to his weekend absence, had finally subsided just enough that he could faintly see his wife out of the corner of his left eye.